Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a look into the future, to 2040, in a world where some of our most common items could be driving a global black market. And believe it or not, it all starts with things you probably touched this morning.
It could start right here, with the simple paper cup holding your coffee. Seems pretty harmless, right?
Or hey, maybe it's the shirt you're wearing right now. If it's rayon or viscose, that really soft, silky feeling fabric, well, its story also begins in a forest.
And of course, there's this guy, the cardboard box that shows up on our doorsteps. It's become a constant fixture in our lives, hasn't it? A coffee cup, a shirt, a box. So what on earth do they have in common? They are all at the very center of a looming global supply crisis that could honestly change everything.
So to understand why, we need to talk about our planet's hidden addiction. And no, it's not to oil or plastic, it's to something far more basic, cellulose. And spoiler alert, it is in almost everything.
So what even is cellulose? Put simply, it's the building block of the entire plant world. It's the fiber that gives wood its strength and cotton its softness. It is, quite literally, everywhere.
And our demand for it goes way, way beyond just paper. I mean, just look at this breakdown. We see it in packaging, of course, that's a big one, but it's also a key part of textiles like rayon and even a hidden additive in our food and medicines. We are consuming this stuff in ways we don't even realize.
And this brings us to our first huge trend line. This enormous, multifaceted demand is on a direct collision course with its source, you guessed it, the world's forests.
This chart from Statista tells a really clear story. Just looking at the pulp and paper market alone, the demand isn't just steady, it's accelerating like crazy. By 2030, we're projected to need vastly more than we do even today. And here is the cost of that demand. According to the UN, we are losing 10 million hectares of forest every single year. The equation is just unsustainable, right? Demand goes up while the source goes down.
Now, faced with this reality, governments are finally stepping in. And that brings us to our second major force, a powerful regulatory squeeze, with the European Union really leading the charge on this one.
This is the EU Deforestation Regulation, or EUDR. It's one of the most ambitious environmental laws ever passed. The goal is simple. If a product, doesn't matter if it's coffee, soy, or timber, is linked to deforestation, it cannot be sold in the EU, period.
But making this actually work is incredibly complex. For a company to sell a simple paper cup in Europe, they now have to trace the wood pulp back to the exact plot of land it was harvested from, and then prove that land wasn't deforested. That is a massive, massive challenge.
And this is exactly where good intentions run into a very, very messy reality. We have to take a look at the underbelly of the global timber supply chain.
The official goal is noble and clear, a completely clean, deforestation-free supply chain. That's the ambition. But here's the reality on the ground. World Bank data shows that in key regions like Southeast Asia, up to 40% of timber is already of illegal or questionable origin. So how do you even begin to regulate a system that's already this compromised? And the World Bank's Forest Governance Index tells us why. We're talking about deep-seated issues here: corruption, weak government oversight, and supply chains where legal and illegally harvested logs are just deliberately mixed together, making them totally impossible to trace.
So this sets up the central question. On one hand, you have regulations choking off the easy legal supply. On the other, you have global demand that is not slowing down one bit. So where does all that pressure go?
This is the convergence point. All of these forces, soaring demand, a new regulatory squeeze, and a fragile, often corrupt supply chain are creating a perfect storm. The forecast for 2040 is becoming crystal clear.
And here's the recipe, laid right out for us. You have insatiable demand from consumers. You have a newly constricted legal supply because of tough but hard-to-enforce regulations. And you have pre-existing illegal logging networks just ready and waiting to fill that gap.
So the crucial point is this: the likely outcome isn't an end to deforestation, but the rise of a massive parallel black market for paper and timber. A shadow economy that pushes illegal logging further into the dark, completely undermining the original goal.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? In our quest to protect the world's forests with well-meaning rules, are we inadvertently creating an even bigger, more dangerous monster in the shadows? That's the trade-off we really need to start